when you're ready, fire off the shot.
That was great. Hey, come this way.
Over a decade ago, I was approached by my friends at Safari Classics about a film they wanted to produce. Like me, Tim Dancliffe and Dave Fulson are both passionate buffalo hunters, and they wanted to produce a film which would be the final say on Cape buffalo hunting. A lot of water has passed under the bridge, and a lot of buffalo have gone in the salt since then. Yet the great adventure of safari, and specifically the hunt for Africa's buffalo, continues to call both the veteran hunter as well as the hunter wanting to test themselves against this legendary beast for the first time. Buffalo hunting is alive and well in today's Africa, and this film continues the tradition of capturing the adventure on film to be shared and enjoyed by those like me who still thrill in the discovery of fresh tracks. You're about to enjoy hunts for each of Africa's buffalo subspecies and meet some of the top professional hunters of today. I doubt this, like the first, will be Safari Classics' final word on the subject, but I am confident that it will be entertaining and of true value to today's safari hunter. It is with great pleasure that I introduce Buffalo, fully loaded.
There are 5 recognized subspecies of buffalo in Africa. The largest, and by far the most popular of Africa's buffalo, is the Cape or Southern buffalo. Of all of Africa's wild cattle, none has had the amount of ink, film, or lead thrown its way as has this legendary game animal. A mature Cape buffalo bull will have a shoulder height of 60 to 65 inches. Depending on genetics and available forage, an average mature bull will pull the scales down to between 1,400 and 1,600 pounds, although larger bulls do exist. The Cape buffalo is the largest and the darkest of the African buffalo, although his coloration may change to match the color of mud he has been rolling in. The heavy horns of a good bull curve outward and downward from massive bosses, often dropping well below the level of the skull. The Cape buffalo is widely distributed throughout savanna areas in Kenya, Tanzania, southern Somalia, Uganda, Rwanda, and Burundi. He can also be found in Angola, except in the far northwest. Other areas of his range are the Congo, Zambia, Malawi, Mozambique, the Caprivi Strip of Namibia, northern Botswana, Zimbabwe, and the northeastern Transvaal in South Africa. In addition, he has also been reintroduced on numerous private ranches in other parts of South Africa.
We left very early the next morning, and after about an hour of tracking, found where the buffalo had bedded. Then did some more tracking and found half of the herd. The cows were very, very skittish. They hadn't winded us. We don't think they'd hurt us, but they were just skittish, and this bull just stayed in the center. And even though we liked him, we just couldn't get a shot at him. The herd continued to move and started going way up into the hills. Andrew made the call that it was just going to be too difficult, probably impossible to recover that bull. It was just our second day on the hunt, so we decided to let him go and called it off after about a 3-hour stalk. It was just fantastic. We'd hiked around a hillside and heard elephant pretty close by. We wanted to get a little closer look, so we came back down into a little valley and we're right, which we thought we're right amongst the elephant. And Mikasa saw something flicker in some riverine brush. And he's talking to Andrew, and Andrew's looking with his binos, and no, I don't think so. And Mikasa says, no, he saw a tail. And sure enough, an old Dugga boy.
Okay.
Perfect.
Okay, Gray, we've had a couple of days of good buffalo hunting.
Yeah.
We were in a big herd yesterday. Couldn't find a really solid boss mature bull. This afternoon we decided to come up to this remote part of the concession. It's an area called the Chirambakadoma area, and it's renowned for its Dugga boys. Mikasa spotted this guy. He was right inside a bush,
Yeah.
and he just saw the bush moving, and he said to me, there's something in there. I looked through my binoculars and I said to him, no ways, it's a bird, it's not a buffalo. He said to me, no, it's a buffalo, I saw the tail. Anyway, fortunately the wind was good.
Yeah.
There's been a nice steady breeze blowing this afternoon. The wind was good, we got within 15 yards, and freehand, he just sensed we were behind him. And as he turned, you gave him a left and a right, and he didn't go 3 or 4 yards and he was down.
Yeah.
Wonderful old Dugga boy.
The West African savanna buffalo is noticeably smaller than its Cape cousin. The average shoulder height on a mature bull will be between 45 and 50 inches, and he will weigh between 700 and 900 pounds. The horns on a West African savanna buffalo will sweep outward, backward, and slightly upward. Frontal bosses are absent or minimal. The body color of this buffalo varies from brownish black to reddish tan, with several color combinations possible within a herd. The West African savanna buffalo is well distributed in the savanna and woodland zone north of the high coastal rainforest in West Africa, from southern Senegal eastward through northern Guinea, southern Mali, northern Ivory Coast, southern Burkina Faso, northern Ghana, northern Togo, northern Benin, far southwestern Niger, northern Nigeria, and northern Cameroon.
All of a sudden the trackers in the back are going boof, boof, boof. And we stop and look, and
Wait.
And we got on him, and he stood and there for just a fraction of a second, and I was on the sticks and I could shoot, and I mean, literally as the trigger broke and the bullet is going down the barrel, I could see him turn. Oh no. And a little bit in, we could start to see blood, so I knew I had a hit in him. And as we went, we could start to see more and more. So we knew that, okay, we've got a good hit. The thing about it is, Savannah buffalo are as mean as any animal on the planet. You have to be very careful. We tracked him for a little bit, more blood, and then we could see him hiding in the bush. I didn't have a shot. I couldn't see the animal clearly, but we could see that he was there waiting for us.
Wait. I want to see what you do. Wait, no. He moved. Come.
Hit him hard. He took off on a run. I got another round off shot. We got on that track, but by now we could see where he was going. We followed him up, and he went down.
Take that. Very nice. Red buffalo. Western Savannah buffalo. Very nice. Look.
This is about noon, well it is noon, on our first day here in northern Cameroon, and it's hot. You can't believe how hot. Yesterday was 104. Today it's easily that much, and it's probably on its way to getting more. Coming down the road, we were on our way back to camp, and the trackers went, "Oh, it's buffalo." And we slam on the brakes and pile out. And Jan, they think that they're all little ones or females, and Jan goes, no, in the front. And he says to me, "See, he's in the front. He's the red one. Can you see him?" Yeah, okay. After that, he says, "Shoot."
Yes, shoot. Please shoot.
And we take off after him, and he was waiting for us in the bush. But we didn't get too close, and he could see us watching him, and he decided to move. And we ran. My God, we ran. We ran a soccer field. But when we got out here, he was in the open, and he stopped, and I had a chance. Boom, hit him again, this time in the shoulder. He took off running. That was kind of a Hail Mary, but I hit him in the shoulder again. I'm shooting my 375 Ruger with the 300 grain DGX expanding bullet. So I know that it's doing a lot of damage on the inside. I can't wait to find those bullets when we open him up. And he came up on here and basically just rolled over, and that was it.
The Central African Savannah buffalo is larger in both body and horns than the West African Savannah buffalo. An adult bull will stand 49 to 55 inches at the shoulder and will tip the scales between 880 and 1100 pounds. These buffalo exhibit considerable individual variation in size, color, and horn configuration. Horn shape can vary from Nile type to West African Savannah type. The Central African Savannah buffalo enjoys a wide distribution, including the savanna and woodland zone north of the high equatorial rainforest in southern Chad, the Central African Republic except in the far southwest, and the northern edge of Congo, adjacent to the CAR and east of Bangui.
Not a track expert, but appears to be buffalo tracks. But the tracker, we were just driving down the road and he stopped the truck and now they're looking. But
Okay. So we found a single bull buffalo track this morning, 6:20. The signs are not very fresh, but not too old.
I guess we tracked buffalo now.
It was pretty early in the morning still when we got on these tracks, so the conditions actually were pretty nice. It wasn't too hot yet. And even I, as little experience as I have, I could see that the tracks were extremely fresh. You know, the droppings were fresh. So I didn't anticipate it was going to be too long until we were catching up to these buffalo. And sure enough, after about 45 minutes, you know, we were sneaking around the bush looking at the buffalo, trying to sort them out and see what was there. Just as we were kind of sitting there, you know, trying to see what we could sort out with the buffalo and trying to locate a good male, we felt the wind switch a little bit, and you could see them just immediately start kind of trotting off to the left. Of course, we were a little bit concerned of, oh man, you know, they're going to go, but the truth of the matter is, it was just a smaller group of the herd. They joined up with the bigger group of the herd, moving out to the left and moving out into the open. So in hindsight, it actually worked out big time in our favor.
The one in the middle, the red color.
Yeah, okay.
I want to go to that place. We have a clear shot. It will be better condition.
Well, finally, Philippe did determine that there was a good bull. You know, we were pretty sure of it. We moved forward just about another 10 yards to get a clear shot. We had to get to the last bit of the bushes really to get clear.
Okay, you see there are three buffaloes on the right.
Yes.
The one in the middle is red color.
Right.
Okay, it's the one you are going to shoot.
Okay.
Go for the shoulder, break it.
Okay. All right, good bull.
Okay, you see it?
Yeah.
As soon as we got there, Philippe hurried up, got the sticks up, I got set up, and you know, now we were just waiting for a good shot on the bull.
Okay, it's coming for a clear shot. Do you see it?
Yeah, the broadside one.
Okay, anytime we go.
Okay.
Down.
Yes, you sure?
Yeah, I'm
Okay,
sure.
good. Cool, man. Thank you. That was an exciting stalk, man. That
Nice
was
one.
great. Yeah, is he
Not
good?
long. Didn't take long.
No,
Really.
not at all. We only tracked for what, 30 minutes?
Yeah.
But it was so good getting him here in this open stuff and getting a lot of good footage. Thanks, man.
On the red one.
On the red one, yes, I wanted a red one too. Thank you. It looks finished, huh?
Yeah.
Has he finished?
Yeah.
Very good. Very good.
Station.
Hey, thank you, my friend. Thank you.
It's the second day of the hunt here in CAR, and you know, yesterday we looked for eland quite a bit, and we were kind of, you know, doing a little bit of both today. We saw a lot of buffalo tracks yesterday, so I think Philippe wanted to kind of get out and look for the buffalo. And you know, at 6:15 this morning, we crossed a fresh set of tracks, and Philippe decided we better take off after him. And we didn't probably track for 30-40 minutes and caught up to him. So it's been a pretty exciting morning. And look, it's still only 8 o'clock in the morning. It's amazing how quickly and early the sun comes up here and you can start hunting. So second day, the hunt's off to a good start.
The dwarf buffalo is the smallest of Africa's buffalo subspecies. Most are reddish to light tan in coloration, but older bulls may be dark brown. The small horns are set apart without frontal bosses and curve outward, backward, and slightly upward. The dwarf forest buffalo are found in the high coastal rainforest of West Africa, which includes the southwestern edge of Guinea, all of Sierra Leone except the northwest, all of Liberia, southern Ivory Coast, southwestern Ghana, and the southern tip of Nigeria. Dwarf forest buffalo can also be found in the high rainforest of Central Africa, which includes southern Cameroon, the far southwestern part of the Central African Republic, all of Rio Muni, Gabon, northwestern Angola, and southern Congo. A lover of dense cover, many experts consider this the most difficult of Africa's buffalo to successfully hunt. The Nile Buffalo is a large beast, standing 55 inches at the shoulder and weighing between 1,100 and 1,300 pounds for a mature bull. The Nile Buffalo is larger and generally darker than the Central African savanna buffalo. Its smaller, flatter horns do not curve down to the level of the skull. This subspecies is somewhat limited in its range, but is found in the savanna areas of southern Sudan, western and southwestern Ethiopia, northeastern Congo, and northwestern Uganda along the Albert Nile.